Well, you know, he's funny, and he's also a very talented storyteller, and he's a great guy to start the evening off with, so a big round of applause. Oh, yeah, he's coming, yeah. It's Jerry, yeah. I start with all the compliments, and you're going, it's Jerry? Yeah, it's a... Fuck civility then tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Mr. Jerry Dahlgren.
Thank you. I don't know about that remark about stopping all those voices in your head. I'd be awfully lonely. So prior to having children, my wife and I moved to Connecticut to seek our fame and fortune with Aetna Insurance Company. Yes, another bad career move, as always. All my career moves have been wrong from my very first employment decision. But that's not what the story's about. We lived in a townhouse, and next door lived Craig and Ilona. Craig was an architect whose voice made God stand up and listen. Deep, resonant, and demanding of attention. And Ilona was a native German who spoke very good English with a charming arrogance. We at that time felt honored to be their friends because we were definitely of a lower caste. To round our group out was David, who was a right-wing conservative who was quite funny and drunk most of the time. We soon followed. And David and Craig would argue politics and drink. No, let me rephrase that. They would drink and argue politics. And occasionally I would chime in. It was winter, I could tell, because we were drinking scotch. Craig drank scotch in the winter and gin and tonics in the summer. And we all followed suit. On this particular day, we were drinking, and I believe we may have been smoking something too, which really was unusual. Well, somehow my then wife and Ilona got into a conversation regarding autistic children. Catherine was a psychology major in college, and so she felt she had some expertise in the field. Ilona was Ilona, so she felt she had some expertise in the field. Ilona disagreed with pretty much everything my wife said. The discussion got heated, and Catherine was talking about how some autistic children repeatedly banged their head on the floor, and Ilona said Craig was autistic and he didn't bang his head on the floor. Well, at least not literally. And the discussion ended with my ex-wife declaring that she was sick of people not respecting her opinion, and left slamming the apartment door and entering ours, which was next door, and slamming that door as well. Now, those of us who weren't involved in the conversation, and therefore not paying close attention, were wondering what happened to upset Catherine. Plus, we were also surprised to find out that Craig was autistic. As it turned out, there was a classic failure to communicate. Catherine was talking about autistic children, and Ilona was talking about artistic children. They carried on an entire conversation about two different topics because of one letter and a German accent. After we figured it out, we thought it was hilarious. And Catherine, once she calmed down, found it amusing too. But she was still pissed on principle.